Chapter 1. Email.
From Ben Boyce. To Ben Boyce, Advin Chowdhury. My dudes, it works! Seriously, you did it! This is so weird. I'm sending this on February 28, 2022, knowing that I'll receive it, already did receive it, on February 28, 2021. Pretty trippy, right? So listen up, past Ben. First of all, high five. You were right to believe this whole time. In yourself, in Audie, in all of it. Your dream of becoming the first Black CEO to launch $1 billion company is gonna come true. And I can say that with certainty, because for me, it already did. And Audie, bro, you're the brilliance that makes it possible. I always said you'd do something to change the world, and I was right. It's crazy. You're sitting across the room as I write this, but I still remember your face the day you read it. Pick up your jaw and keep reading. Now, I know you're both about to flip out and start using the prototype to look up everything you can, so let me just save you a little suspense. 1. Stanford's season is going to be terrible, so just detach yourselves from that shit show right away and save yourselves the heartache. 2. Stock tips-wise. Yeah, of course, you could get into some foolproof investments today, but I promise you'll be better off not mucking around with all that, because the main thing you gotta do is invest in your motherfucking selves. I just want to take this moment to say, everything is gonna be fine. The prototype works, obviously. And whatever happens, don't trip. Not about money or respect or prestige, any of it. Just pop that cork and enjoy the best shitty champagne of your life. I remember it well. From here on out, trust the process, enjoy the ride, and most of all, stick together. Sincerely and eternally your friend, Ben from the future.
Excerpt from transcript of congressional hearing, December 1st, 2021.
Senator Greg Walden, Democrat, Oregon. The Committees on the Judiciary and Commerce, Science, and Technology will come to order. We welcome everyone to today's hearing on the new commercial venture known as the Future and the potential legal, ethical, and policy ramifications of its technology. Though not unprecedented, this hearing is a unique opportunity to anticipate and address serious social consequences of a new consumer technology. This legislative body has a history of playing distant catch-up to new innovation, as evidenced by last year's hearings about social media and privacy issues. The hope is that we can be ahead of the curve, especially in light of the recent whistleblower leak, which seems to suggest that this technology may pose an existential threat to our nation and our people.
Benjamin Boyce. Mr. Chairman, I object to characterizing it as...
You have not been invited to speak yet, Mr. Boyce. And regardless of your objections, we have seen data from your own company, which many reputable scientists interpret to mean that we are on a course toward the obliteration of civilization as we know it, on a time horizon of less than 2 years. Now, if that's not an existential threat...
I just think it's irresponsible to call it that without proper consideration of all the factors.
Do not lecture me on irresponsible, Mr. Boyce. If you will not adhere to parliamentary rules of decorum, you will be charged with contempt. Understood?
Understood.
Good. Now, the members of this body have called 2 witnesses, the founders of the company called The Future, Mr. Benjamin Boyce and Mr. Advin Chowdhury. However, let the record show, at the time of this hearing, only Mr. Boyce has appeared before the committee. Mr. Boyce, can you answer for the absence of your colleague?
No, I cannot. And I'm worried. If Audie's not here, clearly something is wrong, and it would be best if we can adjourn for now.
This is not a meeting held at your convenience. You are answering a subpoena before 44 members of Congress. Since one of you has failed to appear, a warrant will be issued for the arrest of Mr. Chowdhury, and he will be charged with contempt of Congress. Now, if you wish to avoid similar charges, are you prepared to proceed with the hearing?
Yes, sir. I would just like the record to reflect my request for postponement.
Duly noted. And we can all hope that at some point today your co-founder will deign to join us. He's certainly earning his reputation for intellectual hubris.
I just want to point out, it's not really hubris if it's earned, is it? No offense or anything, but Audie is smarter than anyone in this room.
That may be the case, Mr. Boyce, but this body is convened because trusting people who are ostensibly smarter has gotten us in quite a bit of trouble in the past. No doubt the data scientists at Cambridge Analytica were very proud of their intelligence, as were the eugenicists of a century ago.
Come on, is that really a fair comparison?
We are dealing with a technology that apparently has the potential to end the world as we know it. So excuse me if my comparisons offend, but it is well worth discussing how Mr. Chaudhry's intelligence has created problems in the past.